Hello, MOVATI, and welcome. My name is Sue. This is Yin Yoga. We'll be spending about an hour together, and we're going to focus on the breath today as we go into our Yin postures. For your practice today, you may need blocks. Be handy to have a bolster. And if you don't have these, a pillow or a rolled up blanket or towel could also be very, very useful. So when you have them, bring them to your mat and come and join me. Have a seat when you're ready. Perhaps set up on a pillow or a block to start opening up the hip flexors and the hamstrings. So just come into a cross-legged position, find your sit bones, and sitting very noble-like, really tall, right up to the crown of the head. Hands come to the thighs, relax the shoulders, and just let the lids soften and focus downwards, or close the eyes. And just take a moment now to come into your space. Start to notice your surroundings. Notice the energy in your room. Notice the sounds, the smells. Then start to bring your awareness inwards. Notice how your physical body feels today. Is there any stiffness and soreness? Is your body feeling really loose and limber? Whatever it may be, just notice. Let's bring awareness to our heart center, Anahata chakra. How do you feel? What is your mood? Bring awareness to your mind. Is your mind present? Here, now? Or is your mind busy from your thoughts of the day? Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let the breath travel down in front of the spine, also known as the Sushumna. And fill the belly, your hara, letting the belly rise with breath. As you exhale, belly comes down, breath travels back up in front of the spine and back out through the nose. Nice deep belly breath. And as we start to bring the breath down into the lower abdominals, starting to oxygenate the organs, lowering our blood pressure, lowering our heart rate. And as we start to focus on the breath and bringing it into the belly, we start to switch off the brain. That brain is usually firing on all cylinders in that fight or flight response, so it gives us a chance to let the brain switch off and relax, which in turn relaxes the muscles in the body, relieves tension and stress. All the beautiful benefits of deep belly breathing. And as we sit tall, right up to the crown of the head, let the shoulders just melt down away from the ears. Find your sit bones. And let's start to lengthen the out breath. Let it be twice as long as your in breath. Every time you breathe out, see where you can soften through your face, your jaw, shoulders, hips, fingers and toes. Let's do 3 more deep belly breaths here. And when you're ready, just flutter the eyes open. And I'd like to start with some breath work, starting with alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. Take your right hand, take your middle finger and let it cross over your index finger. Take your thumb and place it on the right nostril about a third of the way up. And place the index finger on the forehead between the eyes and your third eye. Let's breathe in through the left nostril. Take your baby finger, block both nostrils, and release the right thumb, and exhale through the right. Inhale. Take your thumb, block both, release the pinky, and exhale through the left. Again, breathe in, block both, and release. If you're congested today, if you're pregnant, you may want to refrain from this breath. Just stick with your regular deep belly breathing. And as we breathe here, maybe the shoulders can relax a little bit. Soften your gaze and just focus where the breath is coming and going. Alternate nostril breathing is known as the quiet breath. It helps relax and calm the mind. It balances the body, the right and left side of the body, as well as the right and left side of the brain, allowing us to flush energy through, open up any blockages you have on each side. And it really helps us to settle into our space to get ready for our yin practice. We'll do one more round on each side, breathing in through the right. Block both, release the pinky, exhale through the left. Breathe in through the left. Block both, release the thumb, and exhale through the right. And when you're ready, just gently bring your hands away from your face. I'm going to be using a timer today for the postures, so to make sure we stay on time. Our postures today will be between 3 and 5 minutes. For yin, that's the usual time we hold the posture so we can get deep into the fascia. I like to start with deer pose. So let's take your right leg forward, the left leg comes back. The right leg will be, the shin will be parallel to the front of your mat. The left leg is bent and the foot comes in behind. Now the top of the foot can just relax on the mat, or it can come out to the side, whatever works well for your ankle today. So just coming into this beautiful posture, sitting tall, finding your sit bones, relax the shoulders down away from the ears, and coming into that nice deep belly breath. So our first tenet of yin yoga is to come to our natural edge. So we're not going to push anything. Anytime something's not feeling right, we can back off a little bit. Right? If you have any pain in any of your joints, just back off the pose. And our second tenet of yin yoga is to disengage our muscles. Let go with mindful breath. And of course, our third tenet is to hold the posture between 3 and 5 minutes. They say that holding the pose for at least 2 minutes starts to activate and work in the fascia, our deep connective tissue. As we get a little older, or if we have any injuries, the fascia starts to dehydrate or shrink. So as we breathe and hold, we start to hydrate the fascia. And it allows it to be a little more pliable, so we start to have a little more range of motion in our joints. Perhaps get rid of some soreness or stiffness that you've been hanging on to. One of the beautiful benefits of yin yoga is the creation of hyaluronic acid in the joints. And hyaluronic acid is very abundant when you're young, and as you age, it starts to dissipate. So it's a nice way to hydrate the joints. So let's come back to that breath, and as we breathe down into the belly, where can you soften? Where can you let go? And the body habitually wants to hold on. So through our breath, we can navigate through our body to see if we can convince those muscles to let go and relax. Switch off the brain. So we're working from a sympathetic nervous system to a parasympathetic nervous system, into a more relaxed, calm state. Finding those sit bones, sitting tall, let the shoulders relax, and just breathe into your belly. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Let's take our right hand in behind the head and let the left arm relax to the side onto the mat. And we'll just have a nice little lateral stretch here, right? And just go where it feels good for you. If you want to use blocks here to rest your arm, feel free to do that, or a pillow. Just starting to work laterally here in the spine. And when we practice yin, we may feel an array of sensations as we practice. You may start out in the pose feeling really good, everything's going great, and then things may start to show up. Just little aches or pains, body's kind of talking to you, and that's all normal in the realm of yin. So if you start to feel those sensations, I want you to breathe even deeper. And perhaps if there's a targeted area where you feel a sensation, send your breath there and see if you can allow that sensation to dissipate. Where your attention goes, prana flows, life force. Of course, if that sensation becomes too great and you start to feel pain, you will need to move. But if you can stay and breathe through that uncomfortableness, you're going to make a change to a pattern in your body. It's very habitual to move when you're uncomfortable. And this sets us up for everyday life off the mat. Being a little more comfortable when you get into an uncomfortable situation. Just breathing here deep into the belly. Think about breathing in 3 dimensions through the belly, ribs, and lower back. Soften your jaw, relax your shoulders and fingers. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And gently come back to center. So everything we're going to do in yin today will be very slow, very snail-like. Let's release that left leg and bring it in front, and let the right leg come back, or your opposite leg. So having the front leg, the shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Your opposite leg is bent with the foot, top of the foot that's on the mat, or your foot can come out to the side a little bit. Deer pose, the opposite direction. Find those sit bones, lengthen your spine, but soften the shoulders, let them go. I'd like you to think of fascia as a corset in the body. It wraps around the muscles and holds the muscles to the bone. So it's a really important part of our makeup. But sometimes that fascia or that corset starts to shrink and everything feels really tight and soreness sets in. So we're just trying to open it up a little bit here. We're hydrating it, making it supple. So let's start to focus on our breath. We're going to start to expand our out breath. So let's breathe into the belly for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 8. Breathe in for 4. And exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. And exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. Exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 8. Take your time. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Stay with that breath. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to go into lateral deer pose. So taking the hand in behind the head, other hand comes to the floor, just relaxing there. Nice stretch to the side ribs here, stretching the spine laterally. And just settling in here. This arm here is just a little support as we lean over to the side. And just breathing down into the belly. This time we're going to expand our in-breath. So let's breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 8. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 8. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4 and soften. Stay with that breath here. Breathing into the rib cage. Seeing what we can let go of here. Breathe in, exhale and let it go. Release the hand that's behind the head. Come back to center. Release the legs and just let the legs extend out. Just give yourself a moment here to extend those legs out in a neutral position. And just noticing how you feel. We're going to go into cattail. So we're going to lean down and come onto your side arm on the right side. We're going to bend, the legs will extend out, bend your bottom leg, see if you can find your foot. And the top leg will come in front, foot is flexed. This is cattail. You can come up on the elbow. If you like, you can come lower, right? Just go where it feels good for you. If you're on your elbow, make sure it's right under your shoulders so you're stacking your bones and you're in a position of strength. Getting that beautiful stretch there in the lower leg as you try to find your foot in behind. So nice deep breaths into the belly. The breath is the backbone to the yin practice. So if your mind starts to wander as you're practicing in yin, bring it back to the breath over and over again. Maybe visualize the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. Or perhaps think of your belly rising and falling. So thinking about your navel moving up and down as you breathe. Some nice visual ways of staying with your breath. And some people actually go into a yin posture to do meditation. So yin can be very meditative. And as we start to practice, you may find a new edge. So I've asked you to come to your natural edge, but as you stay and breathe, sometimes something just gives with the breath and you find a new edge. So just notice if that starts to happen. And you might find a new edge after that. It can happen over and over again, depending on what the body's willing to let go of today. How much you can relax to let it go. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. If we can keep that leg bent, we're just going to come over onto our back. We're going to go into revolved cattail. So keeping the legs bent, we're going to lie down onto the back. See if you can still grab that foot underneath. And let your top leg come across. See if you can let the shoulders relax here. So options here is you can let go of the legs, right? It'll be a little softer. If you need to use blocks here to support you anywhere, feel free to do that. Try to relax the shoulders down away from the ears as we breathe here. Opening up through the hips and just settling in with the breath. Where can you soften? This is one of those poses where it may feel a little uncomfortable. What can you let go of right here, right now? I'd like to work with a new breath. It's called full kumbhaka. Kumbhaka meaning to hold the breath, retain breath. So we're going to hold the breath in the belly. If you're pregnant or got any surgery that's been done in your organs, the lower organs, the last 3 months, I would refrain from this one and stick with your regular breath. So let's breathe down into the belly for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4. Hold the breath for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 8. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Release your legs. Come up onto your side, roll yourself up. Just take your time. We're going to go to the other side now. Onto the elbow, or you can come right down. It's up to you. Bottom leg is bent. See if you can find your foot. Top leg is in front. And flex your foot as you bring it in front. Right? Yes. Cattail. So we worked with full kumbhaka, which was holding the breath in the belly and the hara, kind of letting it stew around in there a little bit. The next breath we're going to do is called empty kumbhaka, which is really letting go of all the breath in the hara. Okay? So let's breathe down into the belly for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And full exhale, let it all go. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Full exhale. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 8. Full exhale. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Full exhale. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Full exhale. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Full exhale. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 8. Full exhale. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Full exhale. In for 4 and out for 4. Just stay with that breath. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Just stay and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Moving to revolved cattail, we're going to start to roll over onto the back. Bottom leg, foot comes into your hand, top leg crosses over. So like the shoulders to drop down and away here. Again, if this is too much, release the hands. Let the legs go where they need to. They can open up a little bit here. Or maybe you can find that foot underneath. Maybe your top hand can come to your top thigh, just to relax there and soften in the shoulders. Try to relax the shoulder blades down and back away from the ears. Nice big hip opener here. Breathe and allow. I'm going to leave you in silence in this pose, so I want you to just focus on your breath. And if your mind starts to wander, bring it back to your breath over and over again. Use your breath as a touchstone to always come back to. Keep yourself present and in the moment. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Gently release your legs. Let them extend out. Roll onto your side and gently bring yourself up to a seated position. We're going to go into caterpillar. Legs are going to extend in front. Find those sit bones, flex your feet. Let's breathe in and lengthen your spine. Exhale, and we're just going to tip from the hips and come forward here. And this is one where I don't want you forcing anything. I don't want you pushing yourself downwards. I want you to come to your natural edge and then soften through the shoulders, through your jaw, through your fingers and toes, just settling in with your breath here and see what the breath will give you. All right, beautiful stretch here into the hamstrings and the lower back. Deep belly breaths. And this one I want you to focus on a nice long exhale. Relaxing the jaw, maybe parting the lips as you let the breath go here. Relaxing shoulder blades. Perhaps exploring new edges as the body starts to release. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale and slowly rise. Let the hands come in behind. And just lift the chest and look up. Just opening the front line of the body here. We're going to go right into saddle. This is where it can be useful to have pillows or a bolster to use to lie back on. So for saddle, bring your right leg back. It's outside of your hips, so the top of the foot is on the mat, the bottom of the foot is facing up. Getting that nice stretch to your quadricep muscle. Maybe you can bring the opposite leg back as well, or not. Maybe you just stick with half saddle, right? You can just find that nice bolster or block or blankets, whatever you might use to prop yourself. You can lean back here, start to gently come into this, maybe onto the elbows. Maybe the body can relax back onto the bolster. Right? I want you to go where it feels okay with you, where you can soften here and allow, right? If this is too much for your knees, tuck your chin in, roll yourself up, and maybe extend one leg so not both legs are bent at the same time. This is saddle, big stretch into the quadricep muscles, so nice deep belly breaths here. Nice big long exhale. So in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4. And exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. And exhale for 8. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 8. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 6. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. To come out of this pose, tuck your chin in. Slowly make your way up. Let the legs slowly come back out. Take your time. Extend them out. Sitting up tall, lengthen your spine. And breathe. Ooh, that's a deep one. We're going to go into outrigger. So you may want to remove your bolster or blocks. We're going to come up onto the hands and knees. We're going to take your top leg out. The back arm will reach through. The shoulder will come down. Head to the mat. Other arm comes straight out. This is outrigger. And this one is a beautiful lift of the hips. So some nice breaths into the belly, ribs, and lower back. And if your head can't come all the way down, it can be useful to find a block. Letting your head come on the block, right? That's an option. And just go where it feels good for you. Hips should be high here. So let the hips stay nice and high. Reaching out. The lower arm reaching through and the other arm reaching up overhead. I'm going to give you a moment here in silence where you can just stay with your breath and just be. Breathe in. Exhale and let it go. Slowly make your way up. And we're going to go to the opposite direction. On your hands and knees, opposite leg now comes up. Back arm reaches through, shoulder comes down, head to the mat. Other arm reaches up overhead. Again, feel free to use a block under your head here if you need. Hips are high. Stay with your breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Let the hand come in and bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. And come to a seated position. I'd like you to bring a pillow or a block close to you here. And we're going to move into Golden Gate Bridge. All right. So we'll roll ourselves back. Keeping your block handy. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Lift your pelvic floor, squeeze your butt, and gently lift your hips up. Place the block underneath your buttocks and find a space where it feels comfortable there and you're feeling balanced. Just opening the front line of the body. The knees can stay bent, or if you want a little more, you can extend the legs out. This is called Golden Gate Bridge. So it's lifting the hips up, exposing the front line of the body here. Getting a nice back stretch, but also opening your heart center. So you may feel a little vulnerable in this position, which is quite normal. So if emotions well up, just notice and then let them go. Just be a witness to your passing thoughts and passing array of experience as it flows through the body. And just keep breathing to allow those sensations and thought patterns to come and go. For some people, this pose can feel very freeing. So let's come back to our breath work. We're going to spend a bit of time on the inhale. So let's breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 6. And exhale for 4. Breathe in for 8. And exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. And exhale for 4. Breathe in for 4. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 6. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 8. Exhale for 4. Slowly bring your legs in, bend your knees, lift your pelvic floor, little squeeze of your butt, lift it up, and remove your block or your pillow, and slowly let your hips come down. Let's bring your knees in towards the chest. Just give yourself a little bit of a hug here. Just stretching out the lower back. When you're ready, I'd like you to just lengthen those legs out. And we're going to go right into Shavasana. The hands can come beside the hips. If your back is feeling a little tender here, feel free to bend your knees, bring your knees together and feet apart. Draw the belly in to support. Or feel free to lie on your side with your head on your arm, right, in that fetal position. So just taking a moment here to find your breath. Breathing in through the nose, letting the breath travel down in front of the spine and fill the belly, letting the belly rise with breath. As we exhale, belly comes down, breath travels back up in front of the spine and back out through the nose. So nice deep belly breath. And as you breathe here, see if you can soften your face, your jaw. Let the shoulders just drop down away from the ears. Let them get heavy and melt back into the earth. Soften the hips, the knees, the ankles. Release fingers and toes. Surrender the body to the earth. And as we start to breathe deeper here into the belly, I want you to find your inner smile. Perhaps bringing in happiness, joy, peace. And I wrote a poem called Inner Peace that I'd like to share with you. And it's a little bit about some of my meditations and my breath work. My wandering mind always searching for a new path, winding through my consciousness, looking for an escape, but to where? These thoughts are flitting and meaningless, like an apology with no sentiment. Concentrate. Breathe in the moment over and over again, like the waves crashing on the beach in their own rhythm, keeping ever present until I finally come home, a place of peace and serenity where I can find my true self. Nothing matters but this moment in time. I am that. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly make your way up to a seated position. Just bend your knees, perhaps roll to the side or roll up. If you're enjoying your meditation, just stay and breathe. Otherwise, bring yourself up to a seated position. Hands come into heart center. I'd like to dedicate the merit of your practice to your overall well-being. An act of selfless selfishness. Bowing your head in gratitude for your practice today. May you find peace in your day. May you find love. And may we accept each other exactly as we are. Peace be with you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, MOVATI. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.